Hundreds of locals were forced to vacate their homes after heavy firing continued in the Uri sector near the line of control. Now the locals have vacated their houses to move to shelter camps in safe zones. Local schools have been converted into shelter camps for the hundreds of displaced people. Food and warm clothing has also been provided to the people living in those areas.
9 और 9:15 का टाइम था, 9:30 का टाइम, जिससे बहुत ही ज़्यादा शेलिंग होने लगी। तो हम अंदर कमरे में सो रहे थे, तो इतने में सर जैसे मैं एक कमरे में सोया था, मेरे बच्चे डर गए, तो उन बच्चों को उठाया, मैं मतलब तो कच्चे वाले कमरे में भागा मैं। जैसे मैं एक कमरा मैंने दरवाज़ा खोला, मैं अंदर दाखिल होने वाला था, इतने में सर ये मतलब शेलिंग हुआ, मतलब ये बम गिरा, तो सर ये पूरा मकान तबाह हो गया, जिसमें एक बच्ची थी, एक बच्चा था, तो एक उसकी माँ थी, तो उसका घर वाला भी था, वो भी बुरी तरह से, और दो बच्चों की और उसकी जो माँ थी उसकी तो मौके पे सर मौके पे डेथ हो गई।
तो यहाँ पे कुछ वक्त से ये क्रॉस फायरिंग हो रही है पिछले कुछ दिनों से, तो जिससे ये यहाँ पे जो आगे बॉर्डर्स पे रहने वाले लोग हैं उनमें काफ़ी परेशानी और कुछ ज़ख्मी हुए, किसी के मकान पे गिरा है, तो उससे ये इनमें पैनिक पैदा हो गया और लोग भाग के वहाँ से आए। तो सिविल एडमिनिस्ट्रेशन ने मुझे आर्डर किया है कि यहाँ पे इनको रूम प्रोवाइड किया जाए। मैंने 5-6 कमरे यहाँ पे खाली किए हैं और उसमें बच्चे हैं, बूढ़े हैं, औरतें हैं, वो सब इस वक्त अंदर हैं और सब लगे हैं उनको फैसिलिटी प्रोवाइड करने के लिए। खाने पीने का अरेंजमेंट दे रहे हैं उनको, मैटिंग, खाने पीने का, बुखारी, बाकी हीटिंग सिस्टम, क्योंकि सर्दी का मौसम।
जैसा कि आप देख सकते हो सर, जो फैमिलियां रिहेबिलिटेट हुई हैं यहाँ पे, इनके लिए गवर्नमेंट ने यहाँ पे इंतज़ाम रखवाया। जैसे फूड एंड सप्लाई से हैं हम, तो हमने यहाँ पे इनके खाने पीने का इंतज़ाम किया है। अभी हमने इन्हें चाय पिलाई फिलहाल, तो शाम का खाना देंगे इन्हें हम, पानी का इंतज़ाम करवाया है। तो ऐसे सब चीज़ें जो हैं अरेंज की हैं इनके लिए। सर अभी हमारे पास 16 फैमिलियां आ चुकी हैं, तो बाकी लोग आ रहे हैं।
3 की कैजुअल्टी हुई है, मदर है और 2 बच्चे हैं।
जान जा चुकी है?
जी जी,
3 लोगों की।
जी।
दूसरे परिवार के भी 1 लोगों की मौत बताया जा रहा है?
नहीं, अभी ऐसा कुछ नहीं है।
3 लोगों की मौत कंफर्म है?
हाँ।
ठीक है। ये पाकिस्तान की ओर से कितने बजे की फायरिंग है?
शाम से चल रही है। ये तो शाम के 6:30 से चल रही है।
My colleague Mir Farid now joining me live with further updates on this. Mir, while there has been an escalation ever since the last 5 days, we've been looking at a continuous escalation. There has been heavy shelling on the borders. Ceasefire has been violated several times. At the end, it is the people living in those areas who are facing the brunt. While they have been shifted to safer zones, what are the kind of conditions in which they have been shifted to?
That's right. These people are the first sufferers of any tension that escalates between India and Pakistan because they live very close to the line of control. We've seen every time there is ceasefire violation, shelling, these people immediately start to panic, and then if it escalates, they're moved out. Now, in this case, we know that there are several villages close to line of control, be it on the Jammu side, Poonch, Rajouri, or even if you talk of Kashmir, the Uri sector, where in Kamal Kot there have been ceasefire violations. Now, complete villages have now moved out. Several villages which are very close to the line of control and are in the radius as far as firing is concerned, or are in the danger zone. These people have themselves decided to come out because there are some houses who have been hit by Pakistani shells. Some people have been injured. So that was enough for them. One can understand their plight. This is really a desperate situation for them. Terrible, terrible situation where they had to leave their homes, whatever they had, and just run for their lives. Now we've got these visuals and interviews from Uri where from several villages people have moved out to safe zones, while in some places the government is facilitating them. In other cases they're just moving out and reaching safe zone and then moving to any relative or whoever they know for really getting some shelter till the time things cool down as far as the line of control is concerned. Now in Uri there are hundreds hundreds of families who have moved out. There are the local administration has provided them some school rooms to be there for some time, but really they need more since it is winters, and they need a lot of facilities to survive and at least continue with their day-to-day life. So that is something that really is happening on the line of control. Unfortunately, this tension escalation has led to very heavy shelling on this side, and in fact the people on both sides of the line of control, both sides of the divide, are who really suffer and who become the first casualty of any tension that escalates between India and Pakistan. And these days we know the line of control is hot, and the shelling is continuing from one sector to the other. Every day there are ceasefire violations that are happening. Apurva?
Absolutely, and in fact, in the light of these recent escalations, it is the people, as you pointed out, living in those areas who are the first casualty, who are the first sufferers, and they have been moved to safer zones at this point, to safer camps. In fact, Mir Farid, stay with us. There is more news coming in from the valley in the light of these recent escalations that we are looking at between India and Pakistan, and the heavy shelling that is taking place at the border. As many as 84 schools now within 5 kilometers of the line of control are shut for the 5th straight day in a row, and the districts of Poonch and Rajouri in Jammu and Kashmir. Now, the authorities have also postponed the exams in the schools due to the incidents of ceasefire violation in the region.
स्कूल स्टूडेंट्स की जो सिक्योरिटी है और पेरेंट्स ने जो कंसर्न्स रेज किए ड्यू टू द प्रिवेलिंग सिचुएशन, उसको मद्देनज़र रखते हुए 0 to 5 किलोमीटर के बीच में 84 स्कूल्स हैं जिनको बंद किया गया। डिस्ट्रिक्ट एडमिनिस्ट्रेशन ने खुद बॉर्डर का दौरा किया है, और लोगों से मैं अपील करूंगा कि किसी किस्म का भी पैनिक होने की ज़रूरत नहीं है।
My colleague Mir Farid continues to be live with us. Farid, this is of course very important to note that there has been heavy shelling, and hence schools have been turned into camps so that people can be accommodated, and therefore we cannot have the schools be functioning on a regular basis. But can we expect the authorities in this case perhaps to make any kind of alternate arrangement? Because at the end of the day, it is the education that is really suffering for these kids.
Yes, that's right, and that always is the case. If we talk of the LOC areas, there are schools which can get hit due to these incidents of ceasefire violation and firing. So these schools are shut. You're right, from the last 5-6 days, ever since the firing has escalated and the intensity has increased, these schools have been shut, and it is around 5 to 7 kilometer radius around the line of control where all the schools have been shut. You talk of Uri, you talk of various other sectors of the Jammu region, be it Poonch, Rajouri, all these areas have seen schools shut. So education again becomes a casualty. The kids can't go to school. But in such a situation, obviously the first priority is to save lives, ensure that you're safe, and then everything else comes. That really is the reaction when you are in the line of fire. You run for safety, you run for your life. So authorities obviously need to do more. There needs to be bomb shelters. There need to be shelters that more of whom need to be constructed so that these people can go into these immediately as soon as ceasefire violation starts. Because otherwise it's helter-skelter. People run for cover. Some of them decide to stay back in their homes and can be hit any time. So this is a really, really terrible situation for these people who live on the line of control, and no fault of theirs when they're literally praying for de-escalation and hoping that this firing stops and tension comes down between the two countries so that they can return and some semblance of normalcy returns to their lives. Back to you.
Absolutely. We'll have to wait for the normalcy to return to the valley. But for the moment, Mir Farid, many thanks for joining us. And